So, one thing that I would like to talk to you about is how do we plan to manage the data collection. Like Tanya just said, we will have video sensors on the field. However, video raises some questions concerning privacy. So we don't want to be streaming video, we don't want to be collecting video, since in that way we'll be putting privacy in jeopardy. So our idea here is using single board processors, single board computers like Raspberry Pi, which are on deployment. We are now doing tests with them, developing algorithms and so forth. And what we'll do is to, instead of sending video over the internet, we will compute everything in local. So everything will be computed locally and then sent by the network. So this has an additional advantage, which is, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. This has an additional advantages, which is it reduces a lot our requirements for bandwidth. So I have here a very simple video that we shot with the Raspberry Pi in the lab, just to show you how can using simple filters, we can simply put every person anonymous, so we can't recognize the people who's there. And this is just a simple feature, a simple filter, a second derivative, which is more than enough for applications like people counting and so forth. So what we want to do concerning video? We want to count people, so we want to monitor how much people do we have in several streets in Porto. We want to count the number of vehicles and how frequently do this vehicle pass on the streets. We want to detect traffic jams. So there's a lot of applications, and the video platform is a cheap one and very flexible, since we can adapt it to solve several problems. In addition, we can also use it, for instance, for managing how much people is entering and leaving buildings, and how many people is waiting at the bus stop at a given moment, or how many people enter and leave the buses, and therefore to quantify important parameters that will help to optimize our transportation fleet. In addition, like Tanya told, we are using the buses to sense the city. Here we have a map that we will build from a day with a vehicular network, where you can see the streets where we can actually extract information. So these are mainly the streets that the sample of selected buses are able to cover in one day. And so for these streets we can have things such as traffic-related information, so we can look at the velocity of the buses, compare with historical data, and see if they are taking too long to cross the street, or if they manage to do it quickly. And with that information we can predict traffic flow. We can also characterize mobility, and as well as scan the city. So the gas sensors that will be placed on the bus, with these maps we can see the parts of the city that we are able to scan. So, and besides doing this with buses, we can also do this with people. And Ana Aguiar will show us in the next session how can we use people to do this scanning for us, like we are doing it on buses. That's everything. Thank you.